Let me call Nolan here. What up, dude?
Yo, dude, I am goosebumps right now.
Yeah, dude. I was telling my chat today, man. Like, I haven't been this excited for like something related to Tarkov since like point 12. Chat, shut up. Be quiet. It's about to start. Y'all are way too loud. Arena, bro.
Dude, it's fucking arena. God damn it. It's
knew
fucking
it,
arena.
Dude. Yes.
It's totally arena. Fuck. God damn it, dude.
It is, dude. Let's go.
Holy shit.
Let's go, dude.
Watch this be playable today. Please be playable.
Oh my god, if it is, bro. Holy shit. I'm gonna sweat my balls off.
Oh, I'm sweating. I love it.
Those animations, though, look so good, dude. Ooh.
And to be clear, we've seen nothing about this. Escape from Tarkov Arena. Okay. We've known about it. Like, the team's talked about it. But
Yeah.
I haven't seen any of this artwork around this map or anything.
I see. I've known about this lore too. I told people for a long time it's gonna be built in a shopping mall. This is what this is. It's not interchange though. They've talked about this in the past. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. I'm
not letting down until I see what that blurry image was. I'm not like, oh, is that it?
No, I think there's got to be more.
Dude, that's it.
Was it? Oh, that was kind of short-lived.
Yeah, that was really short-lived. Also, what is this? Oh, it immediately goes into the raid series. What the fuck? All right, listen.
Hey!
There's so much shit
that
led to a fucking nuke, dude. We even have like a full fucking Google Doc on this shit.
Oh my god.
And how everything connects. Like, there's no way that was a coincidence. There's no fucking way everything that they've just been doing for the last fucking 12 hours is a coincidence.
They're trolling us.
They did. Listen, they trolled us fucking hard. They had to. There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way. There's too much shit that connects.
That's so funny, dude.
There's just so much shit that connects to other stuff. That's fucking awesome. Is there anything that says that? We have to like check Twitter and shit. Did they say like, is it gonna be like soon, or that's just
I don't know. Maybe it's just fucking teasing us. I mean, it has all the new animations and stuff that's coming in the next update. So maybe next update we could get like, you know, Lighthouse expansion, the bosses, new animation tech, new content, and Arena on top of that. Because again, I've been saying for a long time, like, Arena is heavily tied to the game's story for the PMC. So the Arena needs to be in, you know, so that we can progress. Like, eventually in the personal storyline, we'll get to a point where like we have to compete in the arena to keep progressing in the story. So it will be like a hard lock point for every single player in the game. And the thing is, what I'm really excited about this is that this is going to fix the divide of the community of like the people who want to PvP all the time and just fight versus, you know, the people who want to play Tarkov as like an adventure looter shooter. You know what I mean? And this is really going to fix that divide. And this map, like this whole area, looks so much fun to fight. There's tons of verticality. There's tons of flanking points. Like they really thought this map out through for like a competitive environment. And like you have like your spawn points on both sides for teams and stuff. And bro, it looks fucking really cool, man. Like, this is so sick. And also, I'm wondering, is this terminal? Do you think this isn't terminal? Because like it's obviously it's like, well, because I know terminal is like a port terminal, but like the screenshot they showed off was terminal, right?
It is. Like I'm saying, now I'm thinking about ditching literally everything that they've been saying. Like, it's so here's the thing. A lot of people are giving me shit for like the tinfoil hat and stuff like that. But this time it was real. Like every single thing they did, every little piece of text and the picture, literally everything. That's why I was so confident about this one. Everything connected. Everything. Yeah. So now I'm wondering, like, what are they going to do June 9th? Yeah. How would they do all of this that they've been doing the last 12 hours and not have this be the thing? Like, it literally, it's mind blowing. This is the thing, because there's just too much that connects it. So it's too much of the cult in general. Like, if the cult ran the arena, then I'd be okay. Well, okay,
the lore behind the arena is it's run by scavs. It could be run by the cultists because they are kind of like the evil overlords of Tarkov. But like, a long time ago, Nikita told me like it's run by like scab gangs and like high tier scab gangs or something that run the arena.
Yeah.
So it could have correlation to the cultists. There's a possibility for that, but we don't. I guess we don't really like know for sure. But I mean,
I'm not seeing it. It's too clean. It seems too clean for cultists. Like it's just
yeah.
I'm not buying that. I'm not buying that, like that's the end of it for the stuff that they've been doing, for the stuff that they've been saying for the last 12 hours. I want to see what they do June 9th. Although June 9th with Summer Games Fest, like that makes complete sense that it's going to be the another Streets reveal or another
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they have something slotted for that.
Yeah, because that's what they do every fucking year.
From YouTube, Escape from Tarkov Arena is a standalone game project.
Yeah, they've been saying
EFT Arena closed testing is scheduled to start in autumn, so it's going to be a completely separate game. Interesting. That's kind of sick, actually.
And if you're EOD, you get it. Nikita said that. Well, let's see what they say with this. But last time they talked about it, Nikita said that if you're EOD, you get it. I think I got that.
Well, I mean, I guess it would count as a DLC. I mean, that's.
Well, they're not going to call it a DLC, so that's where the confusing bit came from. The last time we talked about this, if you like look up
for owners of EOD pack, Arena will be available for free as DLC. For all other versions of the game, the Arena will be paid for. Also, you can purchase the Arena separately without buying the main game. That's honestly, that's pretty fucking cool, dude. Because like I guarantee you, like a lot of the like sweaty like PvP folks are gonna want. Like I'm gonna be sweating my balls off playing this now. Like this is gonna be so much fun. Are you kidding me? Like because like I love Tarkov gunplay in combat. But like having it in an environment where you can kind of like respawn in with kit and not have to like use your adventure gear, you know what I mean? And dude, this is gonna be awesome. Like this is gonna be one of the best things for the community ever. Like
and they already confirmed that it's the separate server infrastructure and everything. It's literally built for a competitive aspect. It's built for cleaner and better PvP gameplay.
I wonder how much different like core gameplay will vary from Arena. Do you think? I imagine they might not change it too much, but it makes me wonder if for competitive reasons that they might make certain changes to, I don't know, like armor or recoil or damage or HP or something like that.
I bet it'll come down to whoever or however the servers are run. I'm assuming there's going to be an aspect to this that you can run your own servers and you can play with your friends.
Okay.
And then maybe there's some settings in that where you can mess with it where bullets do more damage, you run slower, you run faster, stuff like your strength, you mess with people's strength levels and stuff like that.
Actually that's a good point, having like no skills, so the skill system being removed entirely, which would be fucking really cool. Also, weird thing, if you see what I'm looking at, do you think we might be able to vault on top of that, like climb up there
once that's in? I really hope so. Once that's because that like looks pretty obvious.
Looking at that, it looks like you should be able to climb up that, like, but that's obviously too high for you to jump, you know what I mean?
Yeah, jump down, yes, like sort of like if you were going off, if you weren't exactly following that drop down, like an interchange there, but
but I think at the end of the day, it's probably going to be like a true sequel to Contract Wars, and like it's probably going to have a very similar progression system, weapon customization system, and stuff like that. Because Contract Wars progression was like really cool, because you would use guns and you'd unlock more money to buy attachments for those guns, and like it had a really well thought out progression system. And I would not be surprised if that's something that they try and do with this. This is fucking awesome. Like this is so cool. Troy, so there's we don't really know if there's anything to risk quite yet, but like it's going to be a completely separate game that's focused on competitive PvP.
Sorry, I do know. I know he talked last time that he talked about it. He said that you can lose your gear in it, but it would be like if you were fighting a 5-man group, you only killed 2 of them. There's 3 people left alive, but you loot the guy anyway. That's the last thing that they talked about. Like you're not going to go loot that guy, but then by the time you kill the 5th guy, the game's over. So you can use your gear, you can lose it, but it'll be really stupid for you to loot that person. At least that's the last time we talked about it. Right.
So like taking somebody's gear in this would be kind of like risky. So it makes me think that we'll still have like a stash, and it'll still retain like a lot of the core fundamentals that current EFT has, but just with a completely different focus, not so much on the adventuring, but just straight slaying out and doing PvP. I wonder how many game modes there's going to be, because I think they mentioned like capture the flag, TDM, of course, free for all.
They talked about PvE game modes where we fight the bosses with our friends.
Oh, that would be so fun, dude.
Yeah, that was one of the ones they talked about a long time ago.
Nice.
And then also I think we can do like all raiders, all rogues, all that kind of stuff too.
Right.
At least that's the last time we talked about it.
That'd be pretty cool. Just fight like the rogue bosses or something.
It's cool.
Yeah, man, this is pretty cool though, man. I'm excited. I just want to play it now because like I've always wanted to be able to like hop on, play Tarkov kind of like casually, without like, oh, I got to go farm gear and farm money to get gear. You know what I mean? Just kind of be able to hop in and just have fun progression and like just, you know, fuck, man, this is so sick.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I don't know if it's going to work that way at launch, because the way the lore is going to turn out, I feel like at least at launch we're not going to have access to this immediately. We're going to have to work our way through the lore and figure out how to access this, and you know what I mean?
I mean,
like,
I feel like if it's a separate game though, they would just give us access like right away.
True. It could be that. It depends on how well it's connected, I guess. It's maybe if they. It depends on how they launch it, I guess. If it's going to have its own launcher and shit like that, I guess that makes sense. Or if it's just its own.
Yeah, I mean, I would be surprised. Like, see, because the original idea with Arena was it was supposed to be a competitive space within Tarkov itself that players could focus a lot of time into, but was not a requirement outside of just like a little bit of progression to continue and beat EFT. But now that it's a completely separate game, it makes me feel that it's no longer tied to the story anymore, unless they're wanting players to do, like you said, do something in Arena to get currency that helps them progress on their main character in normal EFT.
The way I see this is I don't see something like this connecting to the base game.
I don't either. Like, no, at least not anymore. Now that I know it's a separate game, because I always thought Arena was just going to be a part of Tarkov.
What does that say right there? Oh, there's like a little ladder or whatever. It said something like train yard, train hard. I say something.
It might be terminal, dude. I mean, this is an airport terminal, but
it said it was like on a scroll back longer.
Yeah,
farther,
train
like,
in hard. Train hard.
Right oh yeah, that's what it is. Train hard. I guess so. If that's like your competition, you might die or something like that. I guess.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I'm not totally sure.
All right, I just wanted to see if that says something. I want to find a connection to the cult and just hope that they weren't fucking with me for the last 12 hours. That's all I'm trying to do right now. But there's just nothing. So. That being said, that's I until we find something that's a direct counter to everything they've been saying, I still believe that that's going to happen with Lightkeeper. I still believe that stuff's going to happen until I see something that until I see fucking full proof that that's not happening, because it's just too well done. It's just everything connects.
Well, I mean, BFG always puts a lot of thought into like a lot of their lore and everything that they do.
Yeah, but not the way that it's not going to go to a blank wall. Like to this is a blank, which Arena is fucking cool, but again, and this is the last time I'll mention it because I keep saying it, but it's like, no shit, none of the stuff that, all of these teases, everything leading up to this point, none of it's connected to Arena. None of it. Not a single one. So it's just, I feel like it was built for something else possibly even, but we'll see. Either way, I gotta get going on this video here, dude. So. All
right, bro. Yeah. Do you think? Well, this is gonna give those like higher level players who just want to PvP all day like something to kind of do, you know, and they'll have like progression, you know, with cosmetics, weapons, gear, and all that shit that's completely separate from their character in the main game. And you know, I really feel like this is going to be a place where people are going to be able to spend a lot of time just fighting and having fun and doing all that kind of shit. Like I've been saying for a while that I think Arena is really going to be one of the saving graces for EFT's community, because the players who just want to constantly run around, chat, and PvP will have a spot where they can do that constantly without having to go through like the same, you know, problems and gameplay loops that, you know, Tarkov has had for a while. You know, I think this is probably one of the best things for the game. Not so much the game, but more so the community, just because, you know, we all know the whole rat chad thing. We all know like the whole like, oh, you know, this or that. And, you know, I think it's going to do a lot of good for the game. And frankly, like, I'm so excited. Like I've always said that I don't think EFT is a competitive shooter. I don't think it's a competitive game at all. It is a competition for survival. Don't get me wrong. And players can be competitive, but the game itself isn't set up and designed to be a competitive FPS. But now Arena totally is that. Arena is without a doubt Tarkov, but competitive. It's all about getting good, sweating your balls off, being a fucking better player, being better at the mechanics. You know what I mean? This is that. So, you know, I still think base game Tarkov, not a competitive game. This is where the competitiveness is at. This is it right here. Like Twitch Rivals, Arena mode, you know, fucking all that kind of shit, bro. Like I want to make a team. Like I want to get like teamed up with like Desmond and like Willers and like some homies and start getting on some like real like competitive like FPS shit with some boys. That would be so fucking fun, bro. Oh my God. You think that? I don't think this will kill the main game at all because they have completely different like focuses in terms of the premise. Like I said, base game EFT is not a competitive game. This is. There's a lot of people who want EFT to be more of a competitive shooter. They want it to be, you know, that like twitchy, you know, fucking like competitive FPS game arena shooter. That's what they want it to be. But this is like potential, like there's esports potential in this, I think. Like no shit, I swear. I think there's like honest esport potential with this and like tournaments and like, because it is designed, the gameplay loop is designed to be competitive because it is an arena. You know what I'm saying? So I'm fucking stoked, bro. This is so cool. This is so fucking sick. And plus it, yeah, like you said, being it standalone, it could bring in a lot of different players who normally wouldn't play the regular EFT, but they'd be totally down with a more casual experience. And that's what this is. It's kind of like a more casual Tarkov in the sense that you don't have to know as much. You don't have to like do the quests. You don't have to worry about like unlocking trader levels and like looting and going in these different maps. It's just like, it's one map with different game modes. You can unlock guns and gear, armor, equipment, and progress like any other arena shooter out there, right? And players can do that, but with the feel of Tarkov. Very few players in the vid hit their shots. That's because Battle State's playing it, dude. They're making it look cool. Well, the thing is, skills might not even be a thing in the arena, you know, to make it like a kind of a more even playing field potentially. So like, I wouldn't be surprised if skills are like not a thing in this. I think the gameplay, like gameplay wise, it's going to be like 1-to-1 with regular Tarkov. I don't think it's going to play differently. At least I don't think it's going to play that much differently than the base game. So I don't think like movement and gunplay and recoil will differ from base Tarkov to arena. I just don't see them doing that. However, I could see them making like certain changes to make it more fitting for the type of game that arena is trying to be, like a competitive arena shooter outside of the base game. But again, speculation, we don't know. But if from a gameplay design standpoint, I could see that being a thing. This is pretty fucking hype though, dude. Like I wasn't expecting this at all. This is not what I expected. I was expecting like, you know, a fucking like Streets trailer, Lighthouse trailer, something like that. PvP in the main goat is a huge part. Hopefully it won't kill it, like population to main. I honestly think like a lot of players will go to and from this. Like they'll go to arena and then they'll go to regular Tarkov. I don't personally think that arena will heavily affect the player count of regular EFT, because there's lots of people who play Tarkov who have no interest in like PvP as the focus. They just kind of want to progress. They want to do the adventure stuff. You know, they get in player gun, like PvP gunfights every now and again. But you know, there's people who love the looting and the exploration aspect of Tarkov, and then there's the people who love the PvP aspect of Tarkov. And I honestly think people are just going to go both ways. Personally, I think like I was saying, like some days I'll just want to progress on my main character in Tarkov and like progress, and then there'll be days where I just want to fuck around and have fun PvP fights on arena. You know what I mean? So I think a lot of EFT players will go in between both these games all the time. You think my slower playstyle in this will work? So like, people usually think I'm only a slow player, like I only play slow. That's just not true, and it's just because like I like to approach the game tactically. To be a good tactical gamer in EFT, you have to be able to know when to play slow, and you have to know when to be able to play fast. You have to do both. It's not just one or the other. Yeah, I'm gonna fucking wreck house in this, no problem, because I know when I should be quiet and when I should be loud. And since this is a much smaller map, you know, obviously like crab walking and being like super stealthy might not, you know, work as well, but it looks like there's tons of avenues of approach and a lot of maneuvers and flanking ability here. And so, you know, I think I'm gonna fucking own people in this, absolutely. And plus, like a lot of the gameplay is still changing, so like core gameplay mechanics and like stuff like that is going to be a lot different. I wouldn't be surprised if there's like a stash of some kind and like a vendor and stuff. I can only kind of assume it's going to be kind of very similar to Contract Wars. That's my guess. I think it's going to be very similar to Contract Wars. No, I don't think it's going to be like Siege. I mean, they could have a search and destroy mode for sure, but I wouldn't really call it Siege at all, because Siege is a hero shooter. All right, well, that's exciting. That's pretty exciting, bro. It's pretty fucking cool.